Hey YouTubers, today I'll be showing you how to replace the auger belt on this MTD snowblower here. These blowers here have a 2-belt system for the auger. This blower here has a 1-belt system for the auger. Just to be safe to start with, remove the spark plug cap from the spark plug, just to make sure the engine doesn't try to turn over. Next, what we need to remove are the 2 bolts holding this cover. There's one down here, and there's one down here as you see there, and it's a 3/8. And now we'll just get this one out. And now just pull the cover out. Now here's the auger belt right here. This is the one we're going to be replacing. It's not broken, but it's got a few cracks and it feels a bit stretched. Just grab the belt, move it over the engine pulley like this, and bring it back here. And here it is. Now what you need to do is to remove the 4 bolts that hold the belly pan. There's 2 bolts here, one's been removed, and there's 2 down here and they've been removed already, so I'm just going to remove the last one there. And they're a 3/8. So now remove the belly pan. What we need to remove now is this bolt here. What this bolt is here for is to prevent the belt from coming off the pulley. So what you're going to need for that is a 9/16 wrench and a 13/16 wrench. Now just put one wrench on the big side of the bolt and then get the nut off. All you need to do is to get the nut loose and then lift the bolt right out of there. Now there's a lever or brake here on the side of the pulley for the auger. What you need to do to lift this out of the way is press down the lever for the auger, and you can wrap a twist tie to keep it like that till we're done the job. And I'm also going to wrap a twist tie around the one for the drive, because at one point you're going to need to press it down, and if you don't have anybody with you to do this, this will do the trick. So you can see now that the lever is out of the way. Now what you do is you grab the belt, you pull it up like this, and then pull it back. And that's all you have to do to remove the belt. It's that easy. So if you look closely at this belt, you can see that it's cracked. I mean, it may last a little while longer, but why take the chance? And I've got a new belt here. And I bought an original MTD belt for this, part number 754-04050. Now I do recommend that you buy the original belt for this because it's not an exact measurement. It's 35 inches and a little bit more. In this case, I'm getting the original OEM MTD belt. Now that you're about to install the belt, make sure you can have these levers depressed like that with the tie wraps. Now what you want to do is grab your new belt and insert it through here. Just like that. And push it all the way up towards the motor. Now reach to the front, grab the belt, pull it out. Not too far for now. Now come to the rear again, grab the belt. What you want to do is get it around the pulley here at the bottom. Now this is the kind of job, if you don't do it often, you want to take your time. It's going to be less aggravating that way. So now what you want to do is go inside here and look to make sure that the belt is all around the pulley. And there it is. Now here's the lever that's held up with the tie wrap on the handle. Now I'm going to grab the belt here and pull, and I just want to make sure that it's on the pulley. If I pull and it comes all out, that means it's not on the pulley properly. So I'm pulling and it's not coming out, so I know that it's on there good. And now that I know the belt's around the pulley good, I'm going to remove the tie wrap from the handle on the side of the auger. And at this point I may as well remove the tie wrap from the other lever here as well. Now if you see that the belt isn't quite in on the pulley, just depress the auger lever, then line it up and let it go. Now we're going to reinstall this little belt retainer here. Now grab your wrenches and tighten it back on. Before putting the belly pan on, make sure the belt, everything is okay, and it is. So I've got the belly pan here, and you want to put the lip down here in the grooves at the bottom here. So in like that on both sides. Now bring the belly pin up through the cable here, and you want to run this lip under here. And now you've got 4 bolts to put back on. So now you want to grab the auger belt up here, snake it underneath the engine pulley like that. And out this side, you want to make sure that the back side of the belt is behind this idler here, right here. And now what you have to do is get the belt around the engine pulley here. Now a good way to do that is to place the belt on the side of the engine pulley here like that, and then turn the engine over slowly, and there you go. Now don't forget to put the spark plug cap back on. And now before I put the belt cover back on, I'm going to start it up and make sure that everything's working. Seems to work good. Now I'm going to reinstall the cover. If your cover is cracked or broken, get a new one, because this cover also acts as keeping the belt in its proper position and stopping it from jumping off the pulley there. So it's kind of like a sacrificial part. They're only like 15-20 bucks. So just reinstall it like this. And I'll put in the small bolts that go on each side. Don't tighten them too much because it can easily strip. And then you got a little bolt on this side. Now if you find that the augers still want to turn when you're not pressing down the auger lever, your cable here might be a bit too tight. So what you would do is you would loosen the 3/8 nut over here, and if the cable's too tight, like I mentioned, you would unscrew this part here, then turn the nut down and tighten it there. If your cable was too loose and it wasn't blowing the snow good enough, then you would loosen the nut up and tighten up this part here of the cable. And after you've got the proper setting, make sure to tighten up the nut. So hopefully this helped a lot of you guys out there to fix your snowblowers. It's something, like I mentioned, you got to take your time fixing, especially if you don't do it too often. This blower here is actually one of those that isn't too hard to do. So as part of your fall maintenance on your snowblower, make sure to check the auger belt and the drive belt as well, and replace them before they break on you during a snowstorm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.